hit that next target. And I mentioned RYI Rising Holding Corporation, a company of the metal fabrication industrial sector. We had this primary trend line here off the COVID crash lows, plenty of continuous reactionary lows to help confirm that. And I'd mentioned on my previous video on a breakdown sell signal to get trade dollar cost average, get out of your longs, and that was good for a 25% crash. And especially if you're an active and or day trader, you could have taken in just a single day 4.7% in gains. Held the second day, you'd have 7.6% gains in your pocket off the daily interval. Each candle represented a day here, and we put in a beautiful divergent high. We had negative and bearish divergences, really constructed on all three indicators, had a crossover on both the MACD and oscillator, and we never looked back. Put in a classic head and shoulder top, completely broke down, gapped down, broke down, crashed for 21%, and completely bounced. Had an amazing bullish rally right off that COVID crash primary trend line, and that was good for a 32% rally. And we ended up backtesting the 50-day moving average, coinciding with that primary downtrend line off the April 2022 highs, with plenty of continuous reactionary highs to help validate that. And we never looked back, came down, back tested primary trend line one last time, and completely broke down. And that's when I'd mentioned to get in, get out. And here we are. And we take away the lines here, and really what's so significant now is we've put in a downside gap 3 method pattern, bearish continuation pattern, followed by a falling 3 method bearish continuation pattern. Definitely not the most aesthetically looking falling 3 method pattern, but it gives you that feel, gives you that sort of pattern feel of a falling 3 method. But the downside gap 3 method bearish continuation pattern is highly validated in my opinion, and so that's what it is. Take it for what it is. These are the key levels to watch. And again, check out my previous video. 2032 price support was right there, and for the near term, very near term, has called the bottom. So we'll see what happens. Definitely new support resistance zones there. That 2439 price resistance, and the bottom of the gap there at 2365 price resistance as well. So get ahead just that for the gaps there, and we'll see what happens. This is what you'll call 2363, 2436, coinciding with the primary gap there on the daily interval. So we'll see what happens. I believe a solid break below that 2032 price support will have a retest of those previous lows there, and an undercut of the previous lows there on a crack below that 1849 price support would, I think, spell for a big wave of selling to the downside. For that right there, targeting that 1572 price support with a huge volume at price gap in between, with the vast majority of the masses buying up in this $26 to $25 range. I believe they'll see gradual selling, then gradually, then all at once a rush for the exits. Another very significant here on the charts is this beautiful overarching 50-day moving average hovering right above its 200-day moving average on a potential death cross continuation pattern, and that to me would spell for some, again, huge downside move on a confirmed crossover break below that 1849 price support. All traders will be watching that price support in my opinion, so we'll see what happens. Strong support needs to be broken, and support is until broken. Hit that like, subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Anyway,